it. Oh my gosh, don't get me started. It was absolutely amazing.
One word that describes the externship very well is motivation. This has motivated me to love what I do now. Everything involved, all the advisors, the software, the assignments, the sample clients, it all made me really love what I'm going to do.
It was awesome because, it was my first it was my first way to figure out what was going on in the industry, so I could even figure out just how to first get involved in it and actually, develop myself and develop those skills in my last year as an undergraduate.
The externship was world-opening.
So it kind of showed me the strength and the weaknesses of coming into a financial planning field. And I kind of get now, I can evaluate on that experience, on that journey, that am I willing to take this journey throughout for the rest of my life? And it was actually very attractive to me, financial planning as a job.
With eMoney and Morningstar, that really put everything in perspective of how it would be outside of school and in front of a client. So working with those sample clients, it really gave me the way of how the planning will work. And I absolutely loved taking from what I learned from the classroom and bringing it to the softwares. That really made it all one big circle, and it just made it real fun and unique.
What I loved about the externship the most is probably getting to see how all the different CFPs work and how everybody's practice is so different and so unique, yet there's so much value in each of their practices and the way in which they communicate and connect with their clients.
I got to be introduced to everything, hearing so many different perspectives of how they did things and different niches that they found in the industry.
But I can't limit that into one word. It's so much. It was full of pack of things, like you need skills, it was informative, it was very descriptive, very experienced kind of thing.
I think if it weren't for the externship, I might have gotten into this field knowing only how one employer went about things. But this way I got to be introduced to everything, hearing so many different perspectives of how they did things and different niches that they found in the industry.
I love the externship. I've done a lot of courses in my time, and I found this one to be so great and so engaging. And it was so engaging that in the very beginning, I actually was thinking, I'm not gonna have time to do this, 15 to 20 hours a week. Who has time to do that kind of stuff on top of my other work, right? But it was so engaging. It was so well done and thoughtful. And the material was everything that I really, really wanted to learn. And it was done in such a way that drew me in all the time that I made the time for it. I prioritized it and got so much out of it.
From the very first session, I was like, this is awesome. This is something I never expected to see. This is something that I never really imagined how it was going to look like. I thought they were going to teach us about formulas and how to do better estate planning and how to save more money in taxes. And quite frankly, we didn't learn any of that, but we learned what it means to be a good financial planner with purpose.
Without a hesitation, go for it. And I was in the same position where I wasn't too sure if this was or what it was going to be like. But I didn't have anything to lose. I actually gained so much more knowledge than going in. So when I completed the externship, it was 8 weeks long, but it went by so fast, and truthfully, I wanted it to be longer. I'm like, I actually could use a little bit more, of the externship. I would like to explore more topics, because the more that you learn, the more that questions that you have, the more opportunities I think come up. I think 8 weeks and more.
Do it. That's what I would say. I would say no matter how busy you think you are, no matter how many things you have going on, swirling around you, do it. It is going to be well worth it. It's worth every single minute you put into it.
And so I would say anybody who's interested, anybody who's already in there, go for it.
You should sign up for the FPA externship. Just do it. I guarantee it's going to be so worth your time and effort. You're going to get so much out of it. You're going to feel that much more confidence in making a decision on your next career path.
As an somewhat experience of a planner, was it worth it? Absolutely. Every single minute of it.
It will give me a boost to get ahead of other applicants, perhaps those who maybe are unsure if they should participate in the externship. I think it's great to have on your resume that, hey, I participated in this externship. Here is what I actually did, and you do prepare to come in and complete the assignments. And the ability to be certified in a financial planning software, I think that is tremendous. And you can actually put that on your resume. And as somebody who is trying to work into this field, you can say that, well, I'm not completely new to a financial planning software. I've actually have some exposure, and that shows your willingness to learn and your ability to learn quickly. I mean, 8 weeks goes by really fast, and your ability to complete that certification of e-money, that's a pretty short amount of time to do that. So I think it shows great skills.
You know, it was well worth it at the end of the day. It really builds your values as a financial planner.
I would encourage you to go through this externship, because there are things that people are doing out there that I was just like, why haven't I thought of that? That's such a great idea. And that I've since implemented myself and have had clients say, that was really cool. And then I just, okay, that's, I'm not going to tell them that I stole that from this person. So, but yeah, there's just things, and there's some questions that maybe you've had this whole time that you're too embarrassed to ask, and now's the time that you can, because you're in a platform where, why not? And so I would say anybody who's interested, anybody who's already in there, go for it.
It's just amazing perspective that you learn from every single one of those sessions that gives a whole different perspective to your career. And quite frankly, makes you be a better planner, And in the case of my business, I think my team and myself became exponentially better planners, professionals, serving our clients much better after those 2 months of an experience. So for me, I like to go to conferences. I like to learn. I like doing a lot of things. But quite frankly, I think that was the single best experience for my career and my business, especially my business.